Bang. Welcome back, folks. This is 3 at 3. 3 at 3, I bring you unusual option activity that we have found and we have shared with our clients, our subscribers. And so you need to be aware that options are a wasting asset, and you need to understand how you can make that work in your favor, perhaps by spreads and so forth, rather than just buying an option, especially when they're in these final few weeks of the option's life. But whether you're a stock trader or option trader, welcome. And I think you'll get a lot out of it because we'll identify 3 bits of unusual activity where large institutions have jumped in. And let me give you a quick update. The Dow down about 0.6%, call that 190 points. S&P down over 1%, 37 points, and the NASDAQ down 1.25%, the worst of the 3 majors. I've got crude oil higher by $2.44 today. Brent higher by about 2.2%, not quite as fast a rise as the WTI contract. And let's see what else. Gold's down $23, about 1.5%. And the 10-year, as you might imagine, moving higher now at 4.127%. These are some high numbers, folks, and that's one of the reasons we're seeing the softness that we're seeing in the markets here. I am out at the Opal conference in Napa Valley, enjoying meeting so many really smart technologists in crypto and blockchain yesterday, as well as a number of hedge funds and family offices and the usual sorts of folks that are at these events. It'll go on through tomorrow, and then I'll fly home. So been living out of a suitcase for a while, but looking forward to another great day of conferences here in Napa Valley. All right, take a look at this one. I also look forward to this and more of it because Southwest Energy, I think, is one of these undervalued stocks. We had unusual activity on the 14th. That was last Friday. This Friday, of course, 2 days hence is the 21st. So these were March calls. They've got a lot of time to be right, but look at how it's working so far. It's up another 30 cents from when we first cited it, 2.74% against that negative tape. And of course, one of the reasons is that 2+% move in crude oil that I spoke of as far as WTI. So bang, another one that's working, my friends. Market Rebellion live in Miami. If you can make it, it is the 8th through the 10th in Miami, Florida. We are limited to 25 of you who would like to attend with us. So by all means, sign up now if you would like to be one of those 25, because the tickets do sell out. This is 2.5 days of live trading and an awful lot of fun and insights from our mentors, our coaches, many of the people who populate our blog throughout the day. It's a great opportunity to learn and mingle with people that do the same sort of things as many of you and as I do, which is trade every day. So what was I doing today, by the way? Let me see. I was buying back some Apple calls that I'd written aggressively against my stock and selling out November calls and collecting another nice fat $5 or $6 against that 140 some odd dollar asset. Folks, that is a covered right. That is a great way to enhance the yield in any stock. I don't pick the highest volatility stocks to do that in. I pick the most stable stocks, which I think Apple is one of those. And I just like collecting rent. Selling those calls means the money comes into my account every month. And that's the way I like to play my longer term investments, with those covered rights. And you can learn all about that, marketrebellion.com/get started. All right, there's the rest of it. It's going to be at the Grand Beach Hotel Surfside. You can join now if you'd care to be one of those 25 people that'll be enjoying some sunshine and fun down in Florida and learning an awful lot at the same time. Please sign up now because they will go quickly. All right, today's unusual activity, starting with the largest natural gas company in the United States, EQT, $41.68. They're buying the December 48 calls You guys know that means they're approximately $6.50 above where the stock EQT is presently trading. As you can see, they paid $2.07 for those. I joined them, but I didn't buy those way out of the money calls. I buy at the money and sell a higher strike against it. I do that 1-to-1. If you're a regular viewer, you know why I do that. That way I address time decay and directional bias, because it clearly is a bullish call spread. In fact, it's called a bull call spread or a call vertical, depending what books you read, or which coach of ours you're talking to. And it's a great way to define the amount that you're willing to risk and have potentially a 2x or 3x, in other words, 200%, 300% upside potential if it reaches the max profit. And we have all the way out till the third Friday in November for these to work. So I'm pretty confident. Second, take a look at XLI. 10,000 of those November 85 puts, with the stock trading at about 88. So $3 below the market. These are puts. So this is a bearish bet. 10,000 of them means that's 1 million share equivalent. How do you figure that? Well, 10,000 adds 2 zeros to it, because every option is for 100 shares of stock. So when we record 10,000, just drop 2 zeros on the end. Yeah, that's 1 million share equivalent of an $88 stock. In other words, that's an $88 million control that they have from 85 down to zero. Don't think the stock's going to zero, folks, or this ETF, this spider, but I do think that you could see some oscillation, some volatility between now and November, and we would be in a position to profit from it. Some of you would join me and perhaps buy those 88 calls and sell the 88 puts rather, and sell the 85 puts 1-to-1. But again, that is up to you. Thank you. Lastly, PUMP. This is one that I kind of chuckle at, because from time to time people say, "Oh, Doc, you're just pumping this thing." No, not at all. I am riding the wave. So when somebody buys, in this case, 2,800 of these March 1250 calls, $2 higher, by the way, than where the stock is trading, $10.44. When they do that, I cite it. I am not the one that instigated that trade. I am the one that identified it, perhaps for many of you, and then many of you joined. Now, depending how many believe and how much money they commit, could they pump that position up a little? Yeah, they could. But ultimately, it's a question of, if you believe that somebody bought enough of something to drive the stock in that direction or that direction, that is what you want to focus on. But anyway, that said, PUMP is the stock symbol. As I said, they bought about 300,000 share equivalent of this $10 stock. And they're saying between now and March, push towards 1250 or a pop, and then a pullback. Doesn't matter. We could profit either way. I rarely hold positions all the way until expiration, folks. I'm usually trading out of them much quicker than that. But if you watch me regularly, you already know that. Hey, that's going to do it for us, folks. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great afternoon. Certainly been a pleasure this week out here in Napa, and I've got 2 more days. Bang. I'll see you soon, and I'll be back tomorrow with Pete for the Rebel Edge, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bang.